Hey, 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 it's the Pacific Northwest Geek here, Echo Zero. And previously you'd seen me do a video saying that I was going to cover slasher movies. And I was going to do a bit of a test run to see how this would go. Well, I'm going to go ahead and start that right now with The Burning. The Burning is a 1981 movie that takes place in and around a summer camp. Basically, years earlier, the groundskeeper, whatever he was, some kids, some of the boys there go to pull a prank on him involving a skull, some bugs, and candles, inadvertently setting the man on fire. Disfiguring him. After spending years in a hospital, he is released, hideously deformed, goes to pick up a hooker, but he's too deformed for even her to basically, turn a trick with. And after killing her, he returns to the summer camp and starts to kill off the new kids there at the camp. However, one of the counselors is one of the boys who was involved in the prank that led to his disfigurement. Kill-wise, it was an 80s one. This is 1981. This is a year after Friday the 13th. And so, kill-wise, the best kill scene is the scene where he takes the rafts and they have to go and make a makeshift raft to go back to the camp to get help. And when they see one of the rafts floating around, they go to check into the raft only for him to show up. I think it was like garden shears. And he proceeds to kill the kids one by one, cutting one of the fingers off, slicing someone's head open, stabbing someone in the neck with the shears. It's a pretty gruesome scene. Now, I said this movie was made in 1981. A year before Friday the 13th was released, Tom Savini would do the makeup for that movie, and they wanted him to come back for Friday the 13th too, but he turned it down in favor of this. Kill-wise, I like the kills in this. Some of them are a bit better than what you had in Friday the 13th, but makeup-wise, particularly for the look of the killer, was not that good. Tom Savini apparently himself has not been a particular fan of it, feeling I guess he felt he could do better because this guy's supposed to be a burn victim, but he doesn't look like a burn victim. His head is all misshapen. Now, another thing about this movie is that it involves a summer camp. That's something we saw particularly throughout the early mid-'80s, maybe a little bit into the late 80s. These movies that would take place at a summer camp. Of course, we got The Burning, Sleepaway Camp. There was a what about cheerleaders? Camp cheerleader, whatever. And I'm sure if you look, there were more. Well, this movie is not okay. The movie probably didn't do. I don't think the movie did that good. I think I read it didn't do that good at the time, but since then has gained its own following. I myself am a fan of the movie. My copy is actually the collector's edition. Got the dual covers. Got the commentary. Blood, Fires, and Memories. Oh yeah, speaking of Blood, Fires, and Memories, what's his name? One of the actors went on to be on Jason Alexander. I want to say his name is Jason Alexander, who went on to be in Seinfeld. He's in this with a head full of hair. So this is kind of like, with some of these movies of the 80s, some of these slash movies, you got to see actors early in their careers before they were big. And Jason Alexander did go on to get some fame because of Seinfeld, but he all started here. Now, would I suggest seeing this movie? Yes, I would. It is well worth checking out. Alone for the boat scene with the rafts and stuff, that itself is worth checking out. And you can see what I mean about the killer's makeup not being that good. It doesn't look like it was burnt. It looked more like his skin was just twisted, giving this look. Tom Savini, though, would return to the Friday the 13th series, I believe, a few years later, with Friday the 13th Part 4. Would be one of his 2 movies he did for this. But again, I would suggest seeing this. Anyways, I am Echo Kiro, and I will see you on the flip side.